Okay, today we'll see insertion sort. What is insertion sort? Insertion sort is also one of the sorting techniques from where we can sort the elements and elements. So what is the actual fundamental behind this insertion sort is the logic is here. First of all, we will divide the array into two parts. One is sorted subarray and another is unsorted subarray. So how we will take the sorted unsorted sub? The first element of the array we will take it as a sorted subarray, and rest all elements are as unsorted subarray. And what we will do? We will pick the one element from the unsorted subarray and we will insert it in the sorted subarray. Where we will insert? In its appropriate position in the sorted subarray. So in each step we will pick one element from the unsorted subarray and we will insert it in the sorted subarray in its appropriate position. So it is called as insertion sort. See, let us see with the example how the insertion sort works. See, first of all, we will have one array of say size 1. See, this is array. First, what we will do here, we will divide this array. This as sorted sub array and rest elements are unsorted subarray. Unsorted subarray. What we will do? We will pick the element from sorted subarray and we will insert it in the. We'll pick the element from unsorted subarray and we will insert it in the sorted subarray. In sorted subarray, where we will insert? In its appropriate position, whether if it is greater than this element or this. Depending on its position, we will insert. This is the logic way. How we will implement this? We will see using the what? With the example. So consider one array. Array name A of size 6. Array of size 6. So let the array be 6, 5, 11, 2, 7, 3. See, there are 6 elements. So size of n is equal to 6. Size of array is 6, and there are 6 elements in the array. So first of all, what is the first step? We will divide it as two arrays. One is this is sorted subarray and unsorted subarray. Okay. Now this is our sorted subarray and unsorted subarray. First, what we will do here? What we will do? First, we will pick the one element from the unsorted subarray. Actually, usually we will take the first element from the unsorted subarray. So we will pick 5 and let it be set as key. Key is equal to 5. One element, you taken the first element from the unsorted subarray and stored it in a variable called key. So now our key is 5. And next step is we have to, what we have to do? We have to insert that. What? Insert that element taken from the unsorted subarray. We should insert it in the sorted subarray. Where we have to insert? We have to insert it in appropriate position. We will see how where the appropriate position is. See what happens. Now 5 is stored in key. So we will consider this as blank or whole. Actually in memory the 5 will be stored, but we will consider it as a whole or a blank because we can replace that place index. So see here, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. index 1, A of 1 is now we think it as blank. So what we will do now, we will compare this key element with element in the sorted subarray. We will compare the key element with sorted subarray. So what we have to do, we have to compare 5 is greater than or equal to what? Element in the sorted subarray. Element in the sorted subarray is 6. So whether key element is greater or smaller, it is smaller. When the key element is smaller than the element in the sorted subarray, what we have to do, we have to shift the element in the sorted subarray to that blank place. Which is our blank place? A of 1. At index 1, that is we considered as blank. So we will shift this 6 to that blank place. So what happens now? Our array will be now. Next our array will be here. This 6 will be shifted here. 6, 11, 2, 7 and 3. Now this is our blank space. This is our blank place. Now what we will to do? Now again compare the key with element in the sorted subarray. Is there any element to compare? There is no element to compare in the sorted subarray. So what we will do? Now we will insert that key element in the blank place. So what is the key element? Key element is 5. So we insert it in blank space. So now the array is like this. Okay, now we got these two elements is sorted, 5 and 6. So in the next step again, what happens here? 5, 6, 11, 2, 7, 3. Here it is our sorted array now. See, this is our sorted subarray. So what we have to do? We have to first take the first element from the unsorted subarray and we will store it in key. Now what is key? Key is now, sorry, our sorted array is now only this one. Our key is now 11. Okay. 11. What we will do now? We have to compare the key element with the elements in the sorted array. Our first element is 6. So compare 11 with 6. Check whether 11 is greater or smaller. 11 is greater. So what happens here? Here key element is greater than the element in the sorted subarray. So what it means? The array in the sorted subarray is already sorted. If the key element is greater than first element only, then next element is also a smaller than key element. So we need not to check. So what happens? In this step, it is our blank. 11 is a blank because whatever we store it in a key, that index will be considered as blank. So we compared it. Key element is greater. So now what we will do? We will insert that key element in the blank space because here condition is reverse. In last case, the condition was key element was less than element in the sorted array. But now key element is greater. So when key element is greater, what we will do? We will directly insert it in blank space. See, now our sorted array is this. Okay, again the same steps repeats. What? We have to take the first element from the unsorted subarray. That is key is equal to 2. And compare that 2 with the element in the sorted subarray. First we will compare 2 and 11. Whether 2 is, here 2 is less, means key is less than element in the sorted subarray. So what we have to do? We have to, this is our blank now. We have to shift 11 to the blank. So what is our array now? 5, 6, 11 will be shifted. So we will consider this as blank. And 11, 7, 3. Okay. Again compare the key element with next element in the sorted array, that is 6. 6 is also less than key element. So what we have to do? We have to shift the element in the sorted array to blank space. So what is our next array? 5. 6 will be shifted to this blank place. So this will become blank. So 6, 11, 7 and 3. Again compare with the next element in the sorted array with key element. So key element is 2. Element in the sorted array is 5. So compare. Which is here key element is less. So what we have to do? We have to shift the 5 to blank space. So our array will be, first one will be blank because 5 will be shifted. So 5, 6, 11, 7 and 3. So again it is our blank space now. Now is there any element to compare with the element in the sorted array? No, there are no elements left within the sorted subarray. So what we have to do? We have to insert the key element in the blank place. What is our key element now? 2. Blank element, blank is at index 0. So we will insert 2 in that blank space. So this is our now new sorted subarray. See, this is our new sorted subarray. Again the steps repeats. Now what? Now 7 will be key is equal to 7. So 7 is stored in key. Now we will consider this as blank. Okay, blank. Now what we have to do next step? We have to compare the key element with what? Elements in the sorted subarray. So first element in sorted subarray is 11. Our key element is 7. So 7 is less than 11. If the element in the unsorted key element is less than sorted subarray, then element in sorted subarray, then what we have to do? We have to shift the element in the sorted array to the blank space. So what will be our next array? 2, 5, 6, 11 will be shifted to blank space. 11 and 3. And the place where the 11 was there, that will be the blank. Okay, that will be the blank. So next step is key element is compared with next element. Which is our next element is 6. 7 is key element and 6 is our next element in sorted subarray. So check. Now the condition is reverse. What? Key element is greater. When the key element is greater than the element in sorted subarray, what we have to do? We have to insert the key element in the blank space. So now what will be our array? 2, 5, 6. What we have to insert in blank space? Key element should be inserted. Okay. See. Now this is our sorted subarray. Now remaining is 3 in the unsorted subarray. Again the same step. Now we have what we have to do? We have to key is equal to 3. So now this is our blank space. Okay. Next step is compare the key element with the first element in the sorted subarray. That is 3 and 11. So key element is what? Less here. So what we have to do? We have to shift the element from the sorted subarray to blank space. So now our array will be 2, 5, 6, 7. After 7 we have blank because 11 will be shifted to last position. This is blank now. Okay. Next element in sorted subarray is 7. So compare key element with 7. So key element is smaller here. So what we have to do? Again we have to shift the element from the sorted subarray to the blank space. So now our array will be 2, 5, 6, 7 will be shifted to blank place, 7 and 11. This is now the place where 7 was there in the last step. That will be our blank space. Again next element is 6 in the sorted subarray. Compare it with key element. Now also key element is smaller. So if the key element is smaller, what we have to do? We have to shift the element in the sorted subarray to the blank space. So now our new array will be 2, 5, 6 will be shifted. So that place will be blank now. 6, 7 and 11. Next, so the next element in the sorted subarray is 5. So compare it with key element. See, again the key element is smaller. So what we have to do? We have to shift the 5 to this blank space. 2, 5 will be shifted to blank space. 5, 6, 7, 11. So this is our blank space now. Again, compare next element in the sorted array is 2. 3 and 2 we have to compare. See here. Now 3 key element is greater than the element in the sorted. When the key element is greater, what we have to do? We have to insert that key element in the blank space. So first element will be 2 itself. In a blank space, what we have to insert now? Because the condition is reversed. So now we have to insert here key element, that is 3, 5, 6, 7 and 11. So this is our sorted array. Okay, I hope you understand how the steps works. So here what we will do? First we will divide the array into two parts. One is sorted subarray and another one is unsorted subarray. In sorted subarray, what we will take? Only the first element of the array, because whenever in array, if there is only one element, it is always sorted. So we will take one element as a sorted array and rest all as a unsorted subarray. Then what we will do? We will pick the first element from the unsorted array and compare it with the elements in the sorted array. If whatever we pick the element from the unsorted subarray, we will keep it in a key. Say it as a key, and we will compare that key element with the every element in the unsorted sorted subarray. If the key is greater than the sorted in the element in the sorted subarray, then we will insert that key in the place in the blank space. Which is about blank space now? Whatever the element we have taken out and stored as key, that is our blank space. If the key element is smaller than the element in the sorted array, then what we have to do? We have to shift the element from the sorted array to unsorted array. One place shift. Again, this steps continues until the key is less than element in the sorted subarray, or unless there are no elements to compare with the key element. Okay, we will see with the code and we will trace it out. See here. So here there are what? N element means here size of the array is 6, but we will start from index 1 to 5 in the iteration. Yes or no? So our first loop will be for I is equal to 1. It will start from 1. I less than what? 5. Why 5? Because it will reach up to index 5, and next increment I plus plus. Okay, this is the first step. Next step is what? What we will take? We will take the, which is our key now. Key is equal to which element we will take? First element we will take as a key in the unsorted subarray. First element in the unsorted subarray is when I is equal to 1. This is our unsorted first key element in the sorted subarray. So key is equal to A of I. Okay. Next what we will take? J is equal to I minus 1, because we have to compare it with the, where we have to compare it with the elements in the unsorted subarray. So sorted subarray will start with element 1 behind the unsorted subarray. That is our key element, behind our key element. Behind our key element, A of I is a key element. So I will be our key element. So J will start from I minus 1, 1 less than that key element. Okay, so J minus. Next, we check the condition, that is while loop. While J is greater than or equal to 0. What it means greater than or equal to 0? Because J value always it should be a 0 or greater than 0. See here, every time we take here, see 6 is our J here. Again in third step 11 is our J, and we will reach until 0. if minus 0 means there are no elements in minus. So j should be greater than or equal to 0. If there are elements, it should be greater than. If there are no elements, it is 0. Okay. So we'll check the condition whether j is greater than or equal to 0 and a of I is greater than key. A of I is greater than key. What we are doing here? A of I. Sorry, A of j. So A of j. A of j is what? Here this. We will compare it with A of I. So we will compare the elements in the unsorted subarray and key element. So what if key is less than A of j, what we will do? We will shift this to that place. So that process we will do here. Then A of j plus 1 is equal to A of j. See what we are doing? If A of j is here, we will insert this element here. So we are taking the element from the A of j plus 1. That is, from here we are shifting it to A of j. What we are doing? We are pushing the element from one place to pushing this element to here. So A of j plus 1 will be here, A of j is here. This element will be copied in the blank space. So this is a step. Again what we have to do? J is decremented. Why decremented? We have to move backward. So j is decremented. If this condition fails, A of j is greater, what we are doing? A of j plus 1 is equal to key. A of j plus 1 is our blank space. There we will insert the key element when the condition is when key is greater. So this is our code. Okay, we will trace out how it will work. Okay, first we will see from the first step only. We will see here I is equal to 1. Here I is equal to 1. Here I is equal to 2. See 0 1 2 0 1 2 3. Here I is equal to 3. Okay, here I is equal to 4. Here I is equal to 5. Let us see how it works. Okay, now when I is equal to 1, key of A of I. Now key is equal to A of I. So key is equal to A of I. A of I means A of I is equal to 1 now. So A of 1 is 5. So now our key is 5. And j is equal to I minus 1. So I is equal to 1. J is equal to I minus 1 minus 1 0. So our j is equal to 0. See, now what we have to compare now? Again we have to come for condition. While j is greater than or 0, equal to 0. So condition is true. Here AND operator is. When there is an AND operator, both the condition in the while loop should be true. Then only this statement will be executed. Otherwise, if either one condition is false, the statement will not execute. This will come out of the loop and execute this statement. So here first condition is true. We have to check for second condition. What is A of j? J value is 0. A of 0 is 6. A of 0 is 6 and key is of 5. We are checking this condition. Whether 6 is greater than 5? Yes. Our both the condition are true. So it will execute this loop. So next what we will do? A plus j, A of j plus 1. J value is 0. Plus 1 is 4. So A of 1. A of 1, where is our A of 1? A of 1 is this one. Okay. A of 1 is this one. A of 1. What will do? A of 1 is equal to A of j. What is A of j? J is 0. So A of j is A of 0 is 6. So we insert A of 1 is equal to A of 0. Means A of 1 is equal to a of 0 value is what? 6. So 6 is inserted here. See, 6 is inserted and j is decremented. What happens? Now j is decremented. What is our j now? J is 0. Now j minus means j is equal to minus 1. Again it will go for while loop. So while loop, what happens? J is greater than or equal to 0. Condition fails. It will come out of the loop and this statement is executed. What? A of j plus 1. What is our j? Minus 1. Plus 1 is a of 0 now. So it will be a of 0 is equal to key. A of 0 is first position. So what we will insert there? Key. So now a of 0 is equal to, what is our key? Key is equal to 5. So a of 0 is equal to 5. Now again it will go for loop. Now next iteration here. See. Next iteration. Now I is equal to what? Now I is equal to 2. Okay. Now key is equal to a of 2. So here see. Now here I is equal to 2. This is a of 2 is 11. Key is equal to 11. Next, what? J is equal to I minus 1. I is 2. So j will be I minus 1. So j is 1. Okay. Now check the condition. J is greater than or equal to 0. J is 1. It is greater than or equal to 0. Condition is true. First condition is true. Now we will go for second condition. A of j. A of j is what? A of 1. That is 6. 6 is greater than key. Key 11. So condition is false. So what happens? So this will skip. Condition is false. So it will come out of the loop and execute this statement. A of j plus 1. A of j plus 1 is, j is 1. So a of 2 is equal to key. Key is what? 11. So what we will do? We will insert 11 here. See, 11 in, so and come out of the loop. So again what happens? I will be 3 now, because I will be incremented, and next loop I is equal to 3. Now check. Key is equal to a of I. A of I is a of 3, that is 2, and I j is what? I minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So again we have to check the condition. What condition? J is greater than or equal to 0? Yes, because j is 2. 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Condition is 2. Check the next condition. A of j means a of 2 is greater than key. A of 2 is what? Now I is equal to 3. A of 2 is what? 11. 11 is greater than or equal to key. What is our key? Key is 2. Yes, condition is 2. So if the condition is 2, what we have to do? A of j plus 1. That is a of j plus 1 is a of 3 is equal to a of 2. So a of 3, what is a of 3? A of 3 is blank now. What we have to insert? A of 2 value. So what we will insert there? 11. A of 2 is 11 now. A of 2 is equal to 11. A of 3 is blank there. So we will insert here 11. This is our step here. See, 11. Again j is decremented. What is j now? Because decremented, j will be 1 now. Okay. Again while loop. J is greater than or equal to 0? Yes. A of j is what? A of 1 now. Is greater than or equal to q? We have to check. A of 1 is what? A of 1 is 6. So 6 is greater than 2? Yes. Now what we have to do? A of j plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 is equal to a of j. 1. So A of 2 where? It is in the blank space. A of 2 this place what we have to paste now? We have to A of 1. A of 1 is 6. So now A of 2 is equal to 6. See here, 6 is inserted. Okay, next step. What happens? J is again decremented. J is again decremented. What happens? Now J is 0. Again go for while loop. J is less than or equal to 0? Yes, condition true. Again A of J. A of J means A of 0 is greater than 3. We have to check. What is our A of 0 now? 5. 5 is greater than 2? Yes. So what we have to do? We have to go to the loop. So A of J plus 1. A of J plus 1 is 0 plus 1. 1 is equal to A of J. A of J is 0. So A of 1 is what? See, A of 1 is our now blank space. Here we copy in that we copy A of 0. A of 0 is 5. So now A of 1 will be our 5. See here this step. Again first place will be blank now. Now again the condition will be J will be decremented. J is now minus 1. So what happens? Again it will go for while loop and it will check for the condition. J is greater than or equal to 0? No, condition failed. So it will come out of the loop and execute this statement. What is that statement? A of J plus 1. A of J. J is minus 1. J plus 1 means A of 0 is equal to key. What is our key? Key was 2. So A of 0 is first position. In that position we insert 2. I hope understand. So it will go continuously until this condition fails. Okay, until it reach the last. I hope you understood. Okay, this is our insertion sort. Actually what we will do here, insertion sort, first we will divide the array into two parts, sorted subarray and unsorted subarray. In unsorted subarray you will have only one element, that is first element of the whole array, and again rest all are considered as unsorted subarray. Then what we will do, first take the first element in the unsorted subarray and keep it in a key, and from where the element you have taken as key, that place as we think it as a blank, and we will take that key element and we will compare it with an elements of the sorted subarray. If the key element is less than that element in the sorted subarray, then what we will do, we will shift that element into the blank space. Again we will check the key with any other element in the sorted subarray. Again if that is also greater than key element, again we will shift it into the next place. So until there are no elements to compare, we will what we will do, we will shift the element. If the condition is key element is smaller. If the key element is greater, what we will do, we will directly insert that key element into the blank space. This is the fundamental behind the insertion sort. So insertion sort is picking the element from the unsorted subarray and inserting it to the sorted subarray in its appropriate position. Okay, thank you.